the AFC and NFC matchups, what they would be at this moment in time, and how we think those will shake out.
Yeah.
So we'll start in the AFC. In this moment in time, we'd have the Chiefs with the 1 seed, which I think stays. I think we both can agree with that. And our first matchup would be Dolphins and Bengals.
Yeah. The matchup I like, I do think off the top of my head, just because it's in Miami, I think Miami would win this game just because the Bengals have been a little bit banged up this season, a little bit inconsistent. I think it's pick whoever you like in this game. I think the Bengals can win, but right now, just the Dolphins, I think, are the best team in the AFC all around. So I'd go the Dolphins in this game. And then the next game we have Tennessee.
Well, I think I would take the Bengals in this situation.
Yeah.
This is kind of a pick'em game, like you mentioned, but I think it
depends on Jamar.
I think I'm really going with experience here. This is a great matchup for the Dolphins. I think this is a team that can definitely beat the Dolphins. I would take the Bengals basically just with the experience that they got from last year.
Yeah.
But then our next game is Titans and Patriots. And certain coaches have their number against Bill Belichick. And I think that Mike Vrabel and their experiences with the Patriots, I mean, Tom Brady's last career playoff game was against the Mike Vrabel Titans, and they took care of business against them. And I think it'd be the same thing here. Titans own time of possession. Titans shut down that Patriots offense, which is really run by Nick Folk, the kicker.
Yeah.
So this would be probably one of the worst matchups of the week on both sides of the ball. So give me the Titans in this game. I think the Titans would definitely win this game.
Yeah. Then I feel the same way, especially in Nashville. I think the Patriots would get rolled. But I do think with the playoff hunt, the Patriots are a team that might fall out of it if I had to pick one of these teams to drop out. And then we have the Bills. As crazy as it seems, they're in the wild card position right now. Bills going up against the Ravens in the first round. I would pick the Bills to win just because the Ravens don't really have any firepower on offense besides Mark Andrews. I just think the Bills would get it done this game, which would put them up against the Tennessee Titans in the second round. And then for you, it would have the Bengals going up against the Chiefs with a rematch. So second round for you would be Titans and Bills, which would be awesome. It's a really good matchup. And then Bengals and Chiefs, we have the AFC Championship rematch. For me, I would have the Dolphins going up against the Titans, and then I would have the Chiefs going up against the Bills in the second round.
Yeah, and if I had to pick Chiefs and Bengals, I'd definitely pick the Chiefs in that. Playoff Patty, I'm not going to bet against him. No disrespect to Joe Burrow, but Patrick Mahomes would take care of business. And then it'd be Titans and Bills for me because I think the Bills would take care of business against the Ravens, probably the last game of Lamar Jackson's Baltimore career before he leaves. So it'd be Titans and Bills. And this is a game that I think would be really close. I think I would edge the Bills, though. I think the Bills would take care of business just based on their talent, based on their roster, explosiveness. Titans receivers are still a question mark.
Yeah, this game I would probably go with the Titans just based on their roster and their explosiveness because they have a better defense in the playoffs than the Bills do. The Bills are a team where their defense does not perform in the playoffs. Team that goes into the playoffs with the number one ranked defense and then gives up a field goal in 3 seconds. I really don't trust them.
To Patty Mahomes, though.
To Patty Mahomes, but you still did it. And then I just don't trust their defense in big spots. It seems like it really doesn't show up and lock it down when they need to. And just Mike Vrabel, I think, is miles ahead of Sean McDermott at this point. And I think it's always a close matchup with the outlier of this year, but the Titans usually have had the Bills number in the past. So in Tennessee, I feel like that's an awful matchup for the Bills.
For sure. And before we go into the AFC Championship game, you mentioned it a second ago with the Patriots and different teams that are in the hunt. It's basically, in our eyes, like there's only two other teams that are in the hunt at this point. Colts aren't really in it. Really, it's the Chargers and Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets, if they keep it with Zach Wilson, I don't like their chances of making the playoffs. I think if I were to prefer a team, I think the Chargers replace the Patriots because Patriots are a first-round exit.
Yeah.
We all know that, but seeing Justin Herbert and see what he can do in the playoffs, that would be ideal because then you'd have a matchup of Titans and Chargers, in which case the Chargers would have Herbert and it's a lot better storylines.
Yeah. Ideally, I would want to see Chargers versus Dolphins and then Bengals and Ravens and then Bills Titans in the first round. I think that's the best the NFL could hope for. I do think they're going to try and help the Chargers get into the playoffs. I don't think the Patriots are going to get there just because their offense. So I do think the Bengals are going to win their division as well and overtake the Ravens. So I do think the playoff picture is going to look a lot different. Right now, I would have Miami and Kansas City in the AFC Championship game, and I would honestly have Miami winning and going to the Super Bowl because I think they're the better team and just have the most explosive duo in the NFL, and no lead is safe versus Miami. So honestly, I feel like if there's a year the Chiefs can be had, it's this year just because they don't have that one explosive receiver, even though I think the Chiefs have a great chance of getting to the Super Bowl. I just have a feeling that the Dolphins would win at this moment.